Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you look to my left here, you see I have a couple new toys. Somewhere in this video I'm going to talk about them quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on them because I don't want to spend too much time on me in this video. This video is going to be about you, and I'm going to call it Giving Back. I did want to give a little bit of information about my layout. So my first Giving Back will be Ehlers. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. One of his last videos, he gave a lot of information on his layout and kind of his background in the trains. And like him, my background involved me growing up right beside a railroad track. You know what I mean? And it's something I've loved ever since I was a kid. And I also realized that I never really gave any information about my layout or background about my layout. So I'm going to do that quickly, and then we'll move right into me mentioning a couple other people that I think deserve a little bit of extra recognition. But anyways, let me grab the camera quick here, and I'll give you a quick information on my layout and maybe some background information on it too. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, little background information on my layout. This layout is not based on any specific area. It's also not based on any specific road name or railroad. But since I am in the East Coast, specifically Pennsylvania, you will mostly see probably a lot of East Coast things and probably more Norfolk Southern stuff on my layout than anything else. Just because that's what I'm kind of more familiar with. But this is basically what I guess you'd call a freelance railroad, model railroad. It's not based on any one thing. It's just something that I've just laid down and come up with, and hopefully it will work out all right. But I'll give you a quick run around in case you're new to my channel. This layout now is part of a smaller layout that I expanded, but basically this is my yard area real quick, and the engine facility is there, of course. I'm gonna put a turntable here. Nothing special back in here. I'm thinking about putting a passenger station in here somewhere. Comes around, we've got our coal mine back here, and that table with a bunch of junk on it is going to be track run-throughs for the coal mine. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet around this area, excuse the clutter here. This is going to be some sort of town area. There is a switch coming off there that's going to go in there, probably for some unloading docks and stuff like that, rail truck transfer facility, things like that. I haven't really come up with a solid plan for that yet. Coming around here, I'm going to have a coal-fired power plant here. That's what this line here is for unloading the coal. I have a turnout coming off here that's going to go back in this area, which I'm hoping to put my lumber facility in here, and I was going to put my plastic pellet transfer facility clear over there in the corner. All this is subject to change. Come across here, I have another turnout coming off here, which will lead into hopefully some sort of petroleum facility, oil tanks, stuff like that. And then we're basically back around. Short and simple, nothing crazy. Hopefully it'll work out. I don't have very much experience with a switching layout or anything like that. I've basically, all my layouts have just been, you put a train on and you run them around. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm not perfect. I'm sure you guys see a lot of things that will work, won't work, or have your own ideas that may be beneficial to me, but we'll save that for another time. Now let's get back on with this video. Alright guys, here are a couple of my new purchases. They're MTH heritage units, Norfolk Southern heritage units. I'm not going to go in an in-depth review or anything on these right now. There's already plenty of reviews out there on the MTH Aces. or ST70 ACEs. But real quickly, I was never planning on purchasing MTH locomotives. But with the closeout prices the way they are right now at a lot of retailers, and actually seeing one firsthand up close at my hobby shop a couple weeks ago, I was actually really impressed with the looks of them. And for the price, like I said, you couldn't beat them. And I'm trying to collect all the Heritage units. And after my disappointment with the Bachmann units, this is definitely a step up. I mean, that's argumentative. But that's my opinion. They're definitely a step up. And I'm happy with them for the price I paid for them. I actually have 4 more of them on the way. But these ones here, I have csxmad. His name's Robert. I have him to thank for these things, because in my last video I was selling 3 locomotives, and he wanted all 3 of them, and he bought all 3 of them off of me. So his money went towards what I wanted the money for, which is the reason why I was selling those locomotives. Is I wanted to have some more money to get the Heritage units. I want to get them while they're still available. I know the MTH ones here are on closeout, and I don't know if they're going to make any more, but for the price that they are right now, it's hard to pass up. So I want to get them while I can. And I think I'm going to go InterMountain with all my with all the Gevos, and those will be hopefully re-released in June according to InterMountain. So if any of you guys out there missed them on the first run through here, like I did, there's still a couple out there here and there, but they said they are releasing them again, another round of them. So keep a lookout for those guys. So anyways, if you haven't checked out csxmad's channel, check him out too. He's currently doing a lot of work on his layout, and he just did a couple building kit videos, so he's keeping quite busy. So check him out. But I want to thank him again. Robert, this is where your money went. Thanks, buddy. And also I want to say, if anybody is interested, I will probably do a video on one of these MTH ST70 ACEs next. Like I said, there's already plenty of them out there. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I'll do a little bit of video on one of them. But anyways, if you have any suggestions or requests, I mean, for anything on that, let me know. Okay, let's move along. Okay, for the next part of this video, this is for Modeler Man Mike. He's been wanting a lot of information lately on the InterMountain locomotives, because he's interested in purchasing some of them. I know some other users out there have helped him out with some information and showing some of their InterMountains. John Prescott, which leads me to another shout out. If you haven't checked out John Prescott's channel, be sure to do that. He's in the middle of building his layout right now too, and he does a lot of running videos too, so check him out. But anyways, Mike, here's the video, or my InterMountain Gevo. I will do my best to get as close as I can on this thing and show you the detail, so it helps make your decision if you'd like to purchase one or not. Oops, sorry about that. Alright, let's start. We'll just start with the front here. Bear with me while I move this around so I can, I want to get this as good as possible for you, Mike. There's the front. Nice detail. I really like InterMountains. Very nice detail. Alright, let's turn this around to the side. Give you a quick look at the side. Wrong way, dummy. I will let you be the judge. I'm really happy with them. Try not to shake too much for you, Mike. It is on a tripod too. Don't yell at me. A quick look down the top of it. Now you're going to yell at me for moving around. And we'll finish up with the back here and maybe a quick shot of the other side. Set this down. Mike, the only complaint I really have with these is a lot of them have some light bleed around the walkway of the ditch lights. Something to take note of. So if you run in a very dim room or a dark room, you will probably notice that. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, so I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be, but I wanted to show you some of the detail, let you make up your mind. Alright, Modeler Man Mike, there you go. I hope this is what you were looking for. As far as running, they're very smooth. I'm happy with them. Ones with sound are even great, or even better. But anyways, I hope that helps you out a little bit, Mike. Alright, I want to wrap this video up by mentioning a couple other YouTube channels that I don't think they get enough attention, and I want to mention them and then ask you to go check them out. And if you like something you see on there, please subscribe to them. That really lets them know, you know, how many people like their channel, and it encourages them and keeps them going. You know, it's for all you guys out there who make videos. You realize that, you know, you put a lot of time into making a video and explaining something or showing something, and it's really nice when you get some encouragement and some feedback from it. So be sure to check out these channels. I already mentioned csxmad, Robert. I mentioned Eric Ehlers. Check him out too. He's building a huge layout. I mean, I wish I had the size of room that he has to do this, and I don't think I'd have the money though to put a train around inside that room, or a layout. I mentioned John Prescott. Check him out. Chuck Baker, check him out. He does a lot of like modeling on a budget type stuff. He gives you a lot of tips and a lot of hints, and you know, check him out. He's a really nice guy. You have to excuse me. I am reading this, my names. I'm getting older, and I can't remember everybody. And another channel that I really want you to check out is Midwest Model Railroad. His name's Steve. He's a Models N scale, but he is amazing with his scratch builds. You need to check out some of them things. His channel does not get near the attention that it deserves. You know, and he does giveaways every once in a while. But he's a really nice guy, and I'll tell you what, he's an amazing scratch builder. You need to check out some of his buildings if you haven't done so already. So, you know, stop by there, check that channel out. And speaking of scratch building, KU4PC, Mike Jensen. His layout is, I mean, the detail in his layout's amazing. I mean, it looks wonderful. He's weathering all his locomotives and rolling stock. That looks great too. But the big thing is, all of his buildings are all scratch builds, except for 2 on his layout. So check out him. I mean, he's another great scratch builder. Couldn't say enough about that. So be sure to stop by and check out his channel. I will post all these down below in the description. I will post links to their channel to make it easier for you. Just scroll down, click on the link, check it out, subscribe, like it, you know, leave a comment for them. Bryan Voltz, you know, you guys have probably heard him being thrown around lately on YouTube. He's actually putting in a large yard area right now. So, I mean, check him out, follow along. Another person, BNSF 9382, Jeff is his name. He's in the early stages of building his layout too, and he's doing a lot of building kits and weathering on his rolling stock. Check that out. I want to say, or give a shout out to Brian 102256. Of course, Brian's his name. He's moving right along on his. I believe it's his second layout that he's building, but he's not wasting any time on that thing. So you want to see a lot of information, check out his channel. He's doing a lot of great stuff on his layout. So be sure to stop by, check him out. And Railfan 220, I don't think his channel gets enough attention either. He really has a lot of detail in his layout, and he does a wonderful job with that. And in fact, he just did a Bachmann Heritage Unit SD70 ACE review. So, you know, check him out too. He did a great job on his review also. I mean, he gives a little bit different insight than say that I did in mine. You know, so that's one thing with review videos. You gotta look at more than one. You know what I mean, to make a general idea of you know, if that's something that you would like to purchase. You know, when I look to purchase anything and I look at reviews, I don't just look at one review. I check a bunch of them and then come up with my own conclusion of whether that's a product I'd like to purchase or not. So don't just take my word on it. You know, go stop by his channel, check out his videos. Like I said, he's a nice guy and great layout. But anyways, I don't want to keep dragging this out. I want to thank you guys for your continued support and checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. So do me a favor, check out these channels that I just mentioned. They would appreciate it too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.